AECOM, and especially the ecology team in AECOM, have got, I think, an absolutely amazing relationship with Queen's. We always try and get a work placement student during the summers. I was actually one of those work placement students nearly 5 years ago now.
I'm McGeough. I do zoology with Queen's, and I am currently AECOM's placement student for 2024.
We are a large interdisciplinary international engineering firm. In terms of what I do myself, I'm an ecologist, so I would do wildlife surveys for both large and small infrastructure projects.
I'm an ecological assistant for the ecology team, which means I take on reports, I do sheep plans, which is like health and safety plans prior to going out on site. I carry out loads of different surveys, from butterflies to otters to badgers, anything wildlife related. So whenever you go out and survey, obviously there's loads of equipment involved, so you'd have your iPad, which you take all your survey notes on, so we would use like QGIS. So it's like mapping all of your different key points of what happens and what you've come across. We would do a lot of bat surveys then as well during the bat season, so that would like incorporate using IR cameras and thermal cameras and setting up tripods, and then using a bat logger, which would record any bat's presence within the area and then analysing that data that we collect. And that would be kind of your daily routine most during the summer months, and then during the winter months it might be a little bit quieter, where you'd be more stuck at a desk doing a lot of desk studies.
It's a great scheme in terms of being able to talk to students who are still in academia and being able to get fresh new ideas into the team.
Obviously at the start it was very daunting coming into a big corporate job, into these big offices, but I've definitely settled in really, really well, and like everyone's very positive and very encouraging.
So within AECOM I act as a mentor both for new hires and then also for our placement students. The role is there to both introduce people to the world of ecology and be there someone that they can talk to and ask questions, and also to help people transition more into the world of work. It can be very difficult for students or even new hires to come into such a large corporation.
I would definitely, anyone looking long-term goals, I would definitely recommend a placement. It's so much easier to get a taste of it, and then it also gives you the opportunity to be like, oh, is this actually what I want to do long-term? The good thing also with AECOM is they provide international opportunities, so just because you start in Belfast doesn't mean there's not opportunity to expand. One of my favourite moments was in June. I got to go to Scotland, which was quite a nice treat, getting paid, everything paid for, you stay in a nice hotel. And it was water vole and otter surveys, so it was out in really good heat. You got a bit of a colour, and it was like, the team was fabulous. It was getting to meet the Scottish team as well, which was quite nice to expand like your networking and stuff like that.
My advice for anyone going on placement would just be to kind of throw yourself into it, give it your all. At the end of the day, you're in there for a short period of time, and I think you should try and get the most out of it for yourself and try and give your placement company the most out of it as well.
Well, just a wee bit of advice, like don't be stressing, like you will get sorted. Like I was very late to the game. I thought that I wasn't going to get a placement, and then in February I got the phone call from Dion being like, you've gotten a placement. So like don't stress if you don't have one yet. I know people even at the end of June only got sorted. So the main thing is like don't stress and do put yourself out there and take the most out of it. Like do everything. Be like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, don't say no.